What's up, everyone? I'm Tamara, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me today. Be sure to like the video and also subscribe, because if you lose the channel, you may never find it again because it's hard to find. So today we're going to talk about naughty narcissistic behavior and confrontation. And you're probably wondering, what the heck does that title even mean? But basically what I'm saying is, when will narcissists be confronted for their bad behavior? Because they run rampant in society. They drive everybody bananas and they continuously do it. It's like their behavior is accepted. They don't get chastised for it. They don't receive any consequences most of the time. And what triggered me to want to talk about this was there was a famous basketball player who is apparently notoriously known for bad behavior and bad sportsmanship. That's what they cited him for, was bad sportsmanship. And he was suspended indefinitely from the NBA for striking another player. So he probably has been difficult behavior-wise. I don't know this person, but let's just assume that he had a lot of narcissistic behavior, that he was grandiose, that he believed he was entitled, that he had a hot temper, that he was mean to other players, thought he could talk to them any kind of way, treat anybody any type of way that he wanted to. And he got maybe just a little pats on the wrist. And people are intimidated by that type of behavior. So apparently this guy has been behaving badly for many, many, many years. And finally, he has been suspended indefinitely. And at the time of this story, I don't know when I'm going to release the video. It could be months from now. But people are trying to figure out, what does suspended indefinitely mean? It could mean a possibility of forever, or when they deem that it's appropriate for him to come back. That's what I'm guessing. Or it means that he can never come back and play for the NBA because of his bad behavior. How many times do we have to work with people who have bad behavior and everybody just skirts around them? Oh, it's so-and-so. Oh, well, don't take it personally. He's rude to everyone, or she's disrespectful like that all the time. She talks down to everyone. Everyone is afraid of her, but we just go around her, or no one has the courage to say anything. So then it's like, well, why should I say anything? I remember one time I did confront someone who was extremely mean and extremely difficult. And they were just very immature, and they treated people badly. They picked on people. Everyone was scared of the person, but everybody just skirted around the behavior. And one day I decided to confront her because she decided she was going to confront me, and it was the wrong day to do it. And so I checked her, and I could see so much fear in her, because I think she thought, oh, she's so nice. She's so sweet. She would never talk to me any kind of way. I let her have it. And after that, she would jump whenever I came around, because she wasn't used to anybody confronting her. The lesson I learned from that, though, is, why did I put myself on the line when no one else seems to? Why did I confront this bad behaving person when everybody else seems to let them get away with it, and they skirt around, and they never, have to go into the lion's den, so to speak, with the person? And so they have a certain amount of peace. And then here I am confronting somebody who is difficult to deal with, right? And so there have been other situations like that where I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stay in the background too, because that seems to be what everyone else is doing. And if they're willing to let the person get away with the bad behavior, then shouldn't I as well? I'll give you more thoughts on that in a second. But do you guys remember when American Idol first came out, and it was like the show, and it was so exciting and so much fun to watch all the talent? But what really made that show was Simon Cowell. We were not used to somebody coming out and being that direct and that blunt and telling people that sucked. Your singing was terrible. It was horrendous. And, it kind of made everyone laugh. It made everyone really mad at first. Like, who is this guy? He is so outrageous. Why is he telling these people truths? Because we knew the person couldn't sing also, but we wouldn't dare just blatantly tell the person the truth. We would sugarcoat it and we would gloss over it. Around the same time, Dr. Phil came out with his show, and he was super confrontational and direct also, where he would just say it like it is, like your behavior sucks. He wouldn't gloss over it or play nicey nice or use proper etiquette words or use tact. He just said what it was. And people were shocked by his behavior because we, as a whole, have learned the polite way to tell someone your singing sucks. So really, and I'm not saying that either of them are narcissists because I don't know. I don't really think they are. I think they are just confrontational and direct. However, they could be narcissistic. I don't know. But they were just very, very direct. And there was something appealing about that. And then we got used to it and it became an acceptable thing, at least to a certain extent. Like, well, he's like, he should know the truth. He can't sing. Well, shouldn't we apply that same concept to narcissists? Why are we telling them that they are sweet and lovely and kind and you're so amazing and you're so good at what you do and let me kiss your butt so that you'll like me and stay off of me? Shouldn't we be using that kind of truth, not just on art? I mean, in art, I'd like to use tact. But why do we continuously let narcissists run rampant and get away with bad behavior? So I'm thinking that this whole NBA thing might be the beginning of something new and necessary. If you have bad behavior and you're mistreating everyone and you're a tyrant and you're disrespectful and you're incorrect in your judgment and you're wrong and you're always attacking people as though you're right when you aren't at all, you are at fault for a lot of things, and you get away with a lot of bad behavior, and you think you're amazing because everyone's afraid of you, we need to apply that same type of logic to those people. If you are creating a hostile work environment, then you need to go. I don't know what you're going to do for a paycheck, but nobody should be, in my opinion, allowed to mistreat someone. And I heard this on the radio that you might also find fascinating. They posed this question to viewers. They said, which one would you prefer in regards to the basketball player? Would you prefer somebody who is a star on your team or a star worker? Like, they are amazing. They get great things done. They take things to the next level. They are really kind of the glue, or not necessarily the glue, but they're making big strides. So without this person there, you're going to notice a big difference, a potential decline in your team, a big decline in your workplace as far as productivity and inventiveness and scaling to higher levels. That is going to be absent. But if you let said person go, you're going to have a more peaceful environment. You're not going to have to worry about them picking on people, insulting folks, getting away with bad behavior. And it's being justified, of course, because, wow, they're so good, though. Which one would you choose if you had to make a choice? I think that's a really, really, really hard decision, because if you let the person go, your sales might decline. The company may not do as well. You might have to lay some people off. The basketball team might start losing because they don't have that star player. How often do you find someone who can play to that level? It might be very, very, very difficult. Maybe their intimidating behavior maybe put some other teams in check and made them not play as well because they were intimidated by the person. That could be a factor. And the reason why we have to think about these things is because both things are true, right? You've got somebody who's excelling. Sometimes a narcissist can excel at very, very high levels. So which one would you prefer? Would you prefer to have a company that is more at peace, where people aren't being badgered? Or will you sacrifice being badgered for these numbers? Hey, we got great numbers. We got a great school. It's being run by this person on the sidelines who is a tyrant, but they put our school at a different level. What would you pick? I find that a really hard decision. I don't want to work with somebody that's difficult. I find that aggravating and annoying and in my way. I can't stand that. The person who I heard on the radio said they would opt for the peace. Get rid of the bad person. And I think we're going to have to learn how, I'm hoping, as a society, that we can start saying no to these folks who think they can intimidate and berate people. And maybe they will start getting help and become better, more conscientious human beings. They like being treated nicely and with respect. Shouldn't they have to give the same respect? I think it's time for no tolerance for these people. We need to be more of the Simon Cowells and the Dr. Phils, but directed towards people with bad behavior. But let me know in the comments what your opinion is, because I could be totally off base here. And if you're dealing with naughty narcissists, then check out my book, The Workplace Narcissist, so that you can start to figure these folks out and come up with some strategies. You can look at my strategies and see what you think. And you can also check out my book, Flip the Script on Love. If your love life has been in shambles, I've got a few things to help you to elevate and to feel better and to get your love life on track. I'll put the links in the description box. Be sure to like the video so that the algorithms can pass this information on to other people, because I want to help them too. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.